Hello and welcome to Triple M TV. I am your host Melby Mosen. Cyclone Hidaya to hit Kenyan coast and effects will be dire. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to this channel, comment and turn on notification bell to receive these updates from Triple M TV, your favorite channel #1 in the whole of Kenya. The coast region is likely to be hit by Cyclone Hidaya, which will result in heavy rainfall, large waves and strong winds that could affect activities in the Indian Ocean, a report to the cabinet has warned. The cabinet, which met for the second time this week, was also told that average to above average rains will continue being experienced across the country for the next 3 months. It was further informed that flooding is expected in low-lying areas as are landslides and mudslides. On President William Ruto's Tuesday directive that people living in riparian lands move out, the cabinet noted that those affected had received the news positively, provided that President Ruto had ordered that they vacate the areas within 48 hours. The president and his cabinet yesterday met to deliberate on extra measures to mitigate the devastating effects of flooding, mudslides, and landslides in many parts of the country. Schools, the cabinet was told to have particularly suffered the vagaries of the extreme weather, with some flooded while others are being occupied by people who have been displaced. On the adverse effects of weather conditions on schools, cabinet was informed that infrastructure including classrooms, dormitories, halls, toilets, latrines, fences and perimeter walls has been destroyed. To repair and rehabilitate destroyed schools infrastructure, the cabinet directed that the Ministry of Education works with the National Government Constituency Development Fund. The cabinet noted that more citizens who have been affected by flood, mudslides and landslides are receiving help in the form of food and non-food items from the government and partners. Noting that the flooding, mudslide, landslide, and extreme weather conditions are a result of climate change, the cabinet resolved that the government will rally the country to implement measures, programs, and policies that will mitigate these effects. Now, following the cabinet deliberations and warnings by the meteorology department, the government of Kenya has ordered people residing in flood-prone areas across 5 counties in the coast region to vacate within 24 hours or be forcefully evacuated. The areas in Kilifi, Taita Taveta, Tana River, Kwale, and Lamu counties are among a list of others in 33 counties that are close to high-risk dams and water reservoirs. It is in order for people at risk of flooding to vacate. The Ministry of Interior said there is a high risk of floods in Msambweni, Kwale, Ganze and Malindi, Kilifi, Lamu, Central, Lamu and Taita Taveta, the sub-counties. The order, which was effective yesterday 6:30 p.m. was also issued to residents in areas prone to landslides and mudslides in Nandi, West Pokot, Elgeyo Marakwet, Murang'a, Nyeri, Machakos and Makueni counties. The coastal region has so far not experienced the heavy rainfall being witnessed in other parts of the country, but the flooding is expected to be caused by water from upstream which is filling up rivers and dams. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki ordered county security and intelligence committees to determine the scope of areas to be subjected to the order on a case-by-case basis. The government has put in place adequate measures to provide temporary shelter as well as food and non-food essential supplies to all those that will be affected by these orders in the event that they require assistance. Prof. Kindiki also ordered people living within riparian lands to vacate within 24 hours or be subjected to mandatory evacuation. This order affects those residing within the 30-meter riparian corridor of rivers and other water sources. The vacation will be followed by the demolition of structures. At the same time, the weatherman has warned of heavier and intense rains today and through the weekend. Kenya Meteorological Department Director General David Gikungu told us that despite May usually marking the end of the long rain season, many parts of the country might experience increased rainfall until June. We anticipate this weather pattern to continue until late May in certain regions, with the possibility of extending into June, especially along the coastal and western areas of Kenya. It's crucial for communities affected by these weather conditions to remain continuously prepared and vigilant, as emphasized in these forecasts. Dr. Gikungu further noted that the persistence of the El Nino phenomenon observed since the short-range forecast of 2023 has continued to influence weather patterns well into 2024. This influence, he stated, remains strong enough to impact cloud formations and precipitation, resulting in the current heavy rainfall. Due to that occurrence, the effects extended into January briefly paused, yet the signal remained robust. Consequently, as we formulated the long-range forecast for 2024, particularly notable for the United States in March and last year's May, it became evident that this phenomenon will persistently impact the current season, he said, also highlighting the need for communities to remain vigilant and prepared for continued inclement weather. Those settlers within the riparian land it didn't even sound like advice. They were ordered to move. Anywhere 30 meters on either side of the river, they are supposed to move away because there shouldn't be any settlement there. Dr. Gikungu also emphasized the importance of proactive measures such as monitoring flood-prone areas and clearing debris to mitigate the impact of flooding. He said that it is possible to also make sure that we monitor areas that are prone or they provide waterways. It is possible for us to just monitor that and keep on clearing any debris that may accumulate and cause blockage of water, and then the same water finds itself in the residential areas. It is possible for us to take care of that. Dr. Gikungu reassured the public that efforts to enhance weather warning systems are underway through collaborations with meteorological authorities and organizations. Kindly continue subscribing to the channel, comment on this video, like the video, share this video, and also turn on notification bell to receive more updates and news from Triple M TV. I am your host, Mel B.